Yo, 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 Nothing's Normal Podcast. It's your host, Spit Inks, back at you with another episode. Man, this is a very special episode for me. I say that all the time, but it's my first boxer. If y'all know I'm heavy on the boxing. I'm in the boxing. I'm a fanatic. I train myself, competed, but this ain't about me. But before we get to him, my shout-outs, man. This episode is brought to you by Green Leaf Studios, where we are right now. If you want to shoot the breeze, shoot a podcast, shoot a movie, we were located right here at Green Leaf. Reach out to us. Got the Forever 8 sets, GBA. Shout out to Tails, Polymath. But enough about us. Let's get more into our guests, man. Who I got sitting to the left, man?
For sure. It's Demichael Triggerman Harris.
Triggerman.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get Triggerman? Can we get some insight on the Triggerman? What's that about?
So basically, I'll give you the breakdown on that story.
For sure.
I don't know if you're familiar with Coach Mustafa.
Of course, Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta.
Yeah,
he was my coach at the time. Great coach, great guy. And one day I was sparring this dude, and I just kept blasting him with the right hand. And all I know is my coach is like, Trigger man, trigger. And like it just stuck from that day. Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say like Trey Songz or something. Like look like an
Man.
R&B dude. The first
It's
R&B
funny
boxer
when
and all that.
when this song come on, people do look at me and be laughing about it. So
For sure. All right, Demichael, man. Over here, Nothing's Normal. We just got this small policy where we don't like to start our stories on page 50. We like to start in the beginning of the story to get viewers a better idea of the who, the what, the when, and the how, which then leads up to the why. So, with that being said, Demichael, where you from, man?
Originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Grew up in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, Cleveland, that's some dog land. Okay.
For sure.
Growing up in those two cities, what was the household looking like for Demike, man?
I grew up with both parents.
Oh, good.
My parents was married for 25 years. I got a lot of siblings. I got 4 older brothers, a younger brother, a younger sister, and an older sister.
Okay.
So, I come from a big household,
For sure.
So everybody in the house, we all, guys.
Yeah.
So, it's the fight start there.
For sure.
So,
yeah. I interview a lot of people, and the big stigma on what they say about the black fathers and things of that
Right.
nature. That is a huge issue. Was that something that you noticed, like when it came to like your peers and things, and how having that role filled affected your life, and how that could affect your life not having that? Was that something that you went through?
Just other things like my father, at the time, being on drugs or things like that.
Right.
So it does affect the household.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, just not having a father there, it can affect them as well. So all in all, I'm just grateful for being the man that I am today. Because at the end of the day, my parents raised me the right way.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
Okay. What kind of student was Demichael, man? How'd you do in the school thing? How did that go for you, man?
I was a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into a lot of fights in school for sure. My dad, he just taught me how to like box at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
I started very late at 19 years old, but my dad used to always teach me how to box. And I was a skinny kid growing up.
Right.
So being in school, the bigger guys, they would always try and, pick on me or whatnot. But they found out the hard way.
You had the things.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Could you remember what was the first thing you wanted to be as a child coming up?
Man, the first thing I wanted to be an FBI agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound crazy.
But no, it don't sound crazy at all. I I wanted to be a veterinarian. A lot of people look at me and be like, huh? Like I would have bought my sick cat. Like, absolutely. I was into that.
Man, I used to just watch like Law and Order and all like the little crime shows and stuff. So I used to like it.
Yeah.
So that's what I originally wanted to be. But, God took me elsewhere.
What's your favorite, I would say, like time period of Law and Order? You got the SVU, you got the regular Law and Orders back in the day.
What's the one with Ice-T?
Ice-T, that's SVU.
SVU, right? Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's hard. That's good. Yeah, that's dope. That's fire. Okay. Did you pursue college at all?
Nah, I didn't.
Was that something that you was into?
That was actually like one of the reasons I started boxing.
Right.
So, graduated high school, and right after I wasn't sure on where I wanted to go next. A lot of my peers and friends and things like that, they went off to college and things like that. So I just took a year just to gather myself together. My dad got tired of me being in the house.
Yeah.
So my dad walking in the hallway one day, and he's like, hey, man, you got to get up out the house. There's a boxing gym up the street. Maybe you should just go try it. Like, he just pinned something in my ear, like a little bug. But I don't know. Like, one day I just really thought about it, and I went, and I fell in love with boxing ever since.
What gym was your first gym that you walked in?
Man, I can't even tell you.
Nah.
The first gym, it was a crazy story. It was like this old guy named Pastor something, whatever.
We in Ohio or Atlanta at this point?
This in Atlanta.
Okay.
And man, he was probably the worst coach I ever had in my life. The dude didn't teach me nothing. My first day in boxing, he had me sparring. And I'm gonna be honest, I got my butt kicked.
Absolutely.
You know, boxing and street fighting is two totally different things.
100%.
But you know, I'm just a dedicated person, so I was like, you know what, I got to get that back.
Yeah.
So I kind of I got that back.
Okay.
Like, it took a minute, but I got it back.
Yeah.
And man, this dude, he would just give me a key to the gym. It was like basically like I'm training myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I end up, I got lucky. I ended up finding another gym that was close by, Champs Boxing and Fitness in Smyrna, Georgia.
Okay.
Shout outs to Coach Pete out there. Amazing gym, and that's where I really grew up.
Yeah, you got your fundamentals. Okay.
Yeah.
So talk to us about your first amateur experience and that whole process. Did you fight? You went through that process with this gym we talking about?
Yeah, with that.
Did you fight
with
that? You fought amateur, right?
Yeah, I
Of
did.
course.
Small.
Yeah.
Not that many fights. Only had 15 amateur fights, which
good.
is crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people was like,
with your skill
really?
level, with your technique, that looks like a lifetime of practice there.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
real sharp. Yeah.
But man, amateurs, it was good. It was quick for me. At the time, I was friends with Gervonta Davis at the beginning of my amateur career. So he would like always message me and stuff like, yo, you're going to be good. And, you know, we hanging out and whatnot. And one day I asked him, like, yo, let's spar. He looks at me and he laughs at me. Like, you want to spar me? I'm like, yeah. So we sparred, we rocked it out, and he ended up flying me to Baltimore and just gave me a big opportunity.
I remember. Your debut.
My debut was under his undercards, and he put me on.
Yeah. Can we talk about the sparring a little bit? Because, I mean, that says a lot. Sparring a guy and then he fly you out, man. So, sparring stays in the gym. I'm big on that. But, what was something that you learned sparring, Tank?
Don't make them mad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll say that. Don't make them mad.
So you been through that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just sparring him, man. I learned a lot in the sparring. He has very good IQ. You know, crazy power as you know.
Both hands.
In both hands for sure. And same for me. So it was a good sparring, a good learning lesson. At the end of the day, we rocked it out. You know what I'm saying? And it was a show. It was a show.
Speaking of sparring, if you had to give your top three, I seen you give your answer on other interviews, but I want you to give it to Nothing's Normal. Best sparring partners that you had, top three, and what exactly you took from that sparring. Meaning on the intensity level, like that work where it's like, I
mean, I'm gonna always say, I done spar with the best of the best, all the world champions,
Definitely.
So I ain't really got a specific order, but if I had to put it in one, I would have to say, Gervonta definitely number one, Shakur number two, and Devin Haney number three for sure. Ooh. And they, like I say in all the other interviews, they're all different in a special way. Tank he got that dog. Like it's you can feel it. It's
you feel his presence in the ring.
Yeah, So it's a lot different there being with him. Shakur is one of the sharpest I ever been in the ring with.
Yeah.
Just his IQ, the way he just carry himself, and he's smart. You can never throw him off his game. I like him. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man.
His distance, he's just always, he does. I like his distance control.
People call
too.
it boring or whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, it's boxing. Hit and not be hit, and he does that. Yeah. To the best of his ability.
Definitely.
And Devin Haney, no matter what you seen last fight, it is what it is. It's boxing. Everybody had a day, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter as well. Great jab, great IQ as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk more into you, man. We see you running around with Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Are you signed? Are you have a promoter? Are you under any promotional company?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate who you fucking with, or?
Well, yeah, not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, because like I said, I see how do I want to put this? At one point, I would say like 2020, 2021, you was active, heavily active, and then I don't know. I think you had a couple injuries or something like that. You kind of sat down for a while.
2 years ago.
Let's talk about like your layoff and your lack of activity, and what you got planned, man.
Man, so just pretty much a year and a half ago, I was actually in the Jake Paul camp, which I'm always in. Me and him got the same trainer, Third Chambers, and it was my first time in Puerto Rico. I'm out there training, and Jake ended up literally it was my first time even meeting Jake. I knew him for literally 48 hours.
Yeah.
And he sits next to me in the ring and he's like, "You're Demichael, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And we talking and whatnot, and we both from Cleveland, Ohio, so we shared the same on that. And end up he just asked me like, when was I fighting next? I was already lined up for just a local show. And he was like, "Yo, I want to give you an opportunity to fight co-main on one of my MVP cards."
Yeah.
I'm looking at him crazy. I'm like, "Yo, this can't be real." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So he ended up just giving me a big opportunity. And man, 2 weeks before the fight, I was sparring and all I heard was pop and I fall, man. And yeah, I tore my ACL. It was a terrible situation. At first, I didn't know I tore it. I just thought like maybe I bumped knees with the guy that I was sparring with or whatnot. And I didn't even go to the doctor. Everybody throw some ice on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right. So we flew out to Dallas when he fought Nate Diaz, and we was doing a media day out there. And man, I'm in the ring again. It's like some guys lined up to spar me. I'm talking my trash. I'm like, "Yo, I'm finna knock all y'all out."
Yeah, you pop it. I see you on the media.
Like,
you like to pop it.
Yeah, so like, bro, I'm talking trash. I'm like,
for sure.
It's the media there, and not only I was serious, I was ready to knock all of them out. I was in shape. I was ready.
You a dog.
And end up, man, the first punch I threw, I just fall again, boom, and that was like,
something up.
Something's over. Like I ain't fighting. So end up got to Atlanta. Took the MRI, and then it was crazy. I go to the gym, the Champs Boxing gym where I really started at, and I was just visiting, and I was just in the gym. I check my email, I look at it, and like I'm reading it from the doctor, and it was like torn ACL. I just immediately like just break down, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the toughest injuries in being an athlete. So, man. I was trying to figure out, I didn't have insurance at the time. I was trying to like figure out like how I'm even gonna pay to even get a surgery. Like, am I coming back to boxing? Absolutely. Just so many questions, that was running through my head. And man, I got blessed from my name, in Atlanta. And a doctor knew me and literally like gave me a free surgery. He was like, "I want to do this. I want to help you be great," because, he seen my talent.
I'm listening to you. I'm big on energy. I'm a big energy person, and it just seemed like opportunities really come across your path a lot. Like people just want to affiliate themselves with you and be around you, and that's a real skill. Like sure. that's genuine. And I seen your birthday. You're a Pisces. I'm a Pisces too.
Oh, my brother.
Yeah, you're a Pisces. I always knew there was a reason. Like I'm real big on like watching the interviews and stuff, and there was always something about your demeanor that caught my eye.
For sure.
I'm like, yo, damn. That we on the topic of astrology. What's the hardest part about being a Pisces? What do you feel like?
People calling us emotional.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw no shots to my person over there.
Absolutely. Shout out to her.
She's a Capricorn. But
my right-hand man is a Capricorn, so yeah, I get it. I get it. Fire, water, yeah.
Probably that. Probably just, I don't know if you go through that, but I overthink a lot sometimes.
100%.
So just those typical things they talk about.
Does that play a part? Are you like with social media? You're not big social media guy. Like as you see now, a lot of the fighters taking their promotion in their own hands and antics and all of that. Like, what's your opinion on that? You're not heavy on that.
I'm not really too much into that. I just try and just be myself and just be light, strictly for me. I don't want to put on a facade, being fake and have to act a certain way just to get attention. Like, that's not me. I feel like even just the fan base that I do have, they all, they rock with me for just being me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather build it that way. And build it in my fights. At the end of the day, you still got to be marketable, but you can do it in the right way.
Yeah. off camera, and I was telling my man back here, you was in the movie Creed, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Yeah. How that work? How that happen, man? Like I said, just opportunity. Everybody just want to call Demichael, man. I'm gonna call Demichael shirt.
Hey, you know what? It is kind of crazy.
Like, what the hell is going on?
That's actually what happened.
Yeah.
So end up,
that's good energy.
One of my boys named Zach, he actually is Michael B. personal photographer. And they needed,
Michael B. Jordan we talking about.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
And end up, they needed a boxer to come. My boy calls me. He was like, yo, I was showing Michael B. your Instagram.
I know this model boxer.
Come down. I'm like, you show Michael B. my Instagram. He's like, come down. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So end up got an opportunity. What originally supposed to happen was I was supposed to play like a younger Michael B. For the boxing scene. Unfortunately, I didn't have all the credentials, you know how it is and things like that. Oh, no problem. But Michael B. was like, look, I'm still going to give you some FaceTime and, you know, things like that on the camera, which, you know, he showed a lot of love.
Yeah.
I got a chance to just sit down and just talk with him about boxing. He's a big boxing fanatic. So, you know, just a all-around just dope experience.
Mm-hmm. I think you was in the Rick Ross, the video. You was in all that.
Yeah, like, another one of those. Yep, somebody called and they're like, yep, Demichael.
God
yeah,
damn.
It'd be like that.
Just call Demichael. Are you into anything else outside? I can see you getting into the acting, the modeling route, taking that. I see you like on a do-rag. I can see you on some shit, like, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's something that I really want to do, to be honest. I really want to take on the acting and the modeling.
For sure.
I'm not really appreciate it. For sure. You know,
Drippy.
Vice versa.
We see him. You got New York swag, man. You ain't got no New York in you?
No, I ain't got no New York.
Okay, yeah, you look like it.
Nah.
Yeah, all right.
All Atlanta.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But you know, New York, y'all get fly.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely get fly.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm all right. I wouldn't say that's the fly guy behind the camera. I'm just like, it's like two types of New Yorkers. Like you got the plain Jane, and then you got the like
the people that would like to pop out.
Before and after. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. That's.
But
dope.
my girl being from New York, so I got.
She's from New York. Okay.
Yeah, she's from New York.
What part of New York you from? Not the. Okay. Brooklyn. Yeah.
For sure.
One thing about New York girls, they big on. How do I want to put this? Like a New York girl could go settle, could go anywhere. New York girls special. I ain't gonna lie. We got them. I don't really know how I want to word it right now, but you know what I'm saying. You got the idea. Yeah.
I agree.
Every Southerner needs a northern New York girl experience.
For sure, definitely.
Yeah,
I think that's why I'm here like every month.
For sure.
So yeah, so I'm picking up on the swag in New York.
For sure.
And plus I got a lot of friends. Like my boy in the back, Dylan.
Who we got? Dylan.
Man, I got a bunch of friends. I've been coming to New York since I was 15 years old. So
really?
You know, I got a lot of homies here. So,
mm-hmm. What you listening to nowadays? What's the Demichael playlist looking like?
Oh man, I got the Lil Baby new album.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rod Wave.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. He's dope.
A lot of fighters, he got like fighter soundtracks. Damn, he can make a fighter soundtrack. A lot of y'all listen to him.
Yeah, I think it's just mental things to talk about. I like it. Meek Mill. I like Meek.
For sure.
Absolutely. I listen to everybody.
Yeah.
I listen to so many people. It's crazy, bro.
You don't listen
Billie
to no slow
Eilish,
jams?
bro.
You don't listen to slow? We Pisces. We get into that too.
My slow jam night for me, I love R&B nights.
For sure.
I've been in New York and I'm trying to like really find like an R&B spot to go to and things like that. Can't find one for nothing.
Dice, I'm gonna call my man Dice. He's more up here. You gotta come to West. You familiar with Westchester at all? Not really? Yeah, it's like almost upstate. It's not upstate, y'all. It's Westchester County. We about 20 minutes from Manhattan, 15 from the Bronx, 40 from Brooklyn, but you know, we still here. I'm gonna holler, find you some R&B spots,
man. I be on my Usher vibe, man.
Yeah.
I'm a
big
Usher
you look like
fan.
Usher too. Just a little
you gotta
bit,
chill,
man. Just a little bit, broski. Damn, that's tough.
Nah, but for sure, like I love R&B for sure.
On the topic of mental health, I like to ask a lot of everybody, period, especially with somebody with the craft and the profession that you have. And matter of fact, before I even get to that, I see you're a father, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations to you. You got 2 now, right?
Yeah, 2 boys.
Yeah. 2 boys. Wow. So talk about fatherhood and how that's changed your whole outlook on life.
You know, it's always gonna make you work harder.
Mm-hmm. It should.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it should.
So that's number one. It made me sit down a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I used to just be wild and just doing whatever and living the free life as
sure.
you know, like you supposed to, I guess. But just I love it. I love it. I love being there for my kids. I love just teaching them and you know creating them to be men when it's time for them to be men. So you know, I got so much on my bucket list for them.
Was you aiming for that girl or 2 boys? You good?
Nah, I'm aiming for the girl.
Oh, so you're not done?
Nah, I ain't done.
Okay.
I want like 1,000 kids.
1,000?
Yeah, like 1,000.
Damn. You said there was how many of y'all again?
It was like 7 total.
Okay, so yeah, I come from it's just 2 of us. That litter, I come from a small litter, man. Not to you know my friends is like my siblings too. Don't crucify me. Don't get mad at me, y'all. But yeah, damn, 1,000. What you gonna do with 1,000 kids?
Oh no.
Damn.
We're gonna build a village.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Demichael Village.
Yeah, pretty much. Little Harris
Way.
There you go.
Holy shit.
For sure.
God damn, 1,000. Damn. Okay. Well, good luck. And shout out to that, man. Listen,
definitely.
man, the more the merrier.
Yeah, for sure.
With that being said, on the topic of mental health, what's some things that you do just for mental clarity when the schedule and the balances of life? Like I said, I'm big on energy. The world, the universe is weird right now.
Yeah,
like it's just everything. You go outside and the air don't smell. It don't smell right out here. What's some things you do, you know, for mental health, man? That's more constructive rather than destructive. Something. Yeah.
I picked up on some new things. At first, I used to go. I've been through a lot of mental health issues, you know.
For sure.
So you know, just battling that, and especially you know with the injury and just other things that goes on in life, deaths, and man, a lot goes on, and you know, being an athlete is hard as well. So, just some things I picked up on recently was like getting a therapist, and she introduced me to this thing called 478 breathing, which I've been using in the ring a lot lately.
Okay.
I feel like I can use it more, like on my day-to-day life when I'm overthinking and things like that, which sometimes I do. But it honestly works if you go look it up.
You don't care to explain it to us?
No, I can. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So basically, what you do, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you exhale for 8 seconds, and you just continue to do it. At least trying to do it 10 times, and it'll really just help you like just reset your mind and reset your whole body and things like that. So I just been using that, especially like in my sparrings and stuff like that. I'll go to the ring. I mean, you know, doing that break. Say I might have a bad round, you know. You've been in the ring.
Absolutely.
You're a boxer, bro.
Yeah.
So you know how it can be. Like you can kind of overthink and things like that. So I'll go back to the corner and I use that technique and it make myself calm again. I go out there and I just do better and better. And it just keeps me on track and staying focused. And also I feel like it helps with my energy in the ring as well because I'm not exerting myself. I feel like I have more energy when I'm breathing the right way and things like that. So that's just something that I learned along the way.
And that's important that you say that. I really appreciate that answer. I coach kids as well. My son, he's now going through that phase of the nerves. Like, you know, the nerves will kill you, shoot your engine, shock. I don't care how much good a shape that you are in. What's something that you do for the nerves? Do you get nervous at all? When you go in there, is it more like their confidence you already know? Because I just feel like nerves is smart energy. That's just knowing you're a threat.
It is.
No nerves.
And it keeps me alert. Like, I like to be nervous. I'm not nervous. I feel like, all right, this might be bad.
Something ain't right.
Like, yeah, something ain't right. But, you know, especially like going into the fight, I'm nervous always walking to the ring.
Yeah.
And, like, my nerves kind of go away when I hear my name, I'm looking around, and I don't know what it is. When I hear my record, it make me like more motivated. Then my nerves just go away. Like, all right, let's get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, all right, 12-0, 11 knockouts. I'm like, all right, tonight I'm going for 13-0, 12 knockouts today. Like, and I get hyped. But going into the ring, I always have a little nerves behind me.
Absolutely, that's a lot of pressure.
But nerves is also a sign of confidence too. Like,
yeah,
sounds crazy, but it is. Like, you should be nervous.
You should, because that's the level of who's, you know, that's how you test your skill. I guess iron sharp as iron, you know?
Yeah.
So when you had another threat, I acknowledge you, but you won't acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for
dope.
sure. Yeah.
What's next for Demichael Harris, man?
Right
what you
now,
got going on? I see you back in the gym heavy. You know, I follow you.
Yeah.
I've been following you for almost 10 years now, this guy, man.
which is freaking crazy.
It's
Bro.
just-
That's crazy.
I'm a fanatic.
Yeah.
And, like, you got that technique. You know, you got that. I love the way you throw your punches, shadow boxing, you're
Yeah.
heavy, sharp.
Appreciate it,
You look sharp.
for sure.
Yeah, pay attention to all that kind of. You're a good shadow boxer. I respect it.
Yeah.
You know, other people
That's a
can't
fact.
shadow box. The bag, the mitts is always a reaction out
Yeah.
of it. Even if you're going to look crazy if your technique is fumbling shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing is everything, man. That's how you build your skill.
Yeah.
To me, just practice and just repetition. But
Yeah, what's next? See you
what's
back in the
next?
gym.
I don't really like to call out names, but I got a guy on my hit list right now I'm lining up. He'll be the biggest test up to date for me. His name Jeremy Hill. He's out of Louisiana. He's 20-2, I believe.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a good step up.
Yeah.
What's crazy is he's my height, so
They can't call you the bully.
yeah, they can't call me the bully. I'm not fighting a smaller guy. I'm fighting someone my size, and of course the name Demichael Triggerman Harris, and
sure.
I gotta put another man down.
Who are some fighters that you watch, old and new, like influences? Not necessarily where you take anything from them, but just fighters you like to watch.
Starting with the old school fighters, of course, Tommy Hitman Hearns.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
my all-time favorite.
yeah,
Love him.
definitely.
I love Lennox Lewis. Amazing jab from him. Jared McCullen,
Gerald McCullen.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Terry Norris.
Good
Man,
names.
Yeah.
Punches. You like punches.
Yeah. So I kind of replicate my style from them. And then just with the new fighters, all the guys I named that I spar, the Tanks, the Shakur Stevenson, I watch all those guys. Probably my favorite fighter right now, I love Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I think I love Terrence Crawford. When I was in camp with Shakur, I got a chance to basically like Terrence Crawford was in camp with us. It was like we was at his house and things like that.
Okay.
So,
Wow. What's that like, man? Just being around that.
That was the
that
best.
energy. I was a Dragon Ball Z fan too, so that's like being amongst all the Trunks, Vegeta, Goku, all of them. You just sitting in there like, damn, wow.
Yeah, you in there with some beasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
How you got to carry yourself in an environment like that, man? How are those dudes? Is it real playful? Is it like a thin line
man,
between
they real
joke and
playful. Like Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford. Like he like to wrestle and do all
Strong.
this other crazy. He's a strong guy. But man, just being there, it was dope. I actually learned some things about myself just sparring. Like even when I was sparring Shakur, and T-Bud came to me one day and he was like, "Yo, you gotta believe in yourself more." Like, and I'm in my head like, I believe in myself. Like, what you mean? Like,
you see something.
but it hit a little different. Like I got a chance to, go back and really think on what he said, and I understood it, and I felt like it made me a better fighter today. But just seeing his work ethic and just what type of guy he is, he's very humble and one of the hardest workers I ever seen. Like doing the workouts that I did with them, I'm talking about you running 4 or 5 miles up a mountain in Colorado Springs, and then an hour later you going to spar one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm his only sparring partner at the time. So at that time, for the guy he was getting
and they do the
ready
4-minute rounds, I believe.
Yep, and we doing 4-minute rounds. Yeah,
I'm in tune.
You was in the camp.
No, I
didn't
wasn't
see
in
you
the
there,
I'm a
but
fanatic.
it seemed like you was there.
I watch it.
That's
I
crazy.
study it. You do the 4-minute
definitely.
rounds, absolutely.
Yeah, 4-minute rounds. So you doing all these crazy workouts, and then an hour later you going to spar, and I'm doing 10 rounds straight. Man, of course you gonna come back home. You in shape. You in dogs.
You ready to call everybody out.
Ain't nobody beat me at the house when I got back. That's for sure.
I'm going everywhere. Granite City here, Jim.
They didn't stand a chance.
Yeah,
man.
nah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I learned a lot from everybody.
When you said hit list, I thought you was talking about Jersey. I don't get into names either.
Oh, when it comes to my hit list.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta.
You stopping through Jersey?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Chief keeping it?
Raymond Ford.
Yeah. Okay. So he said it. I remember. Yeah. Y'all was.
Yeah.
He was 126 when y'all first had your first
126.
argument.
Yeah. You on point. That's crazy.
Come on, stop playing with me.
Yeah, for sure. You know a little. You know a lot.
I know a lot
crazy.
of it. I'm a fanatic, bro.
That's crazy. You know.
I'm a fanatic. I've been watching it since y'all was in the amateurs, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I remember when Tank. He was stationed in Atlanta for a while.
Yeah,
He made Atlanta was his second home.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all
all.
I look at y'all like draft classes. Like y'all are the class like above Would you consider yourself like, I think you passed almost prospect. I think you passed prospect in my eyes. Your resume might not say it, but I think skill set from, you know, time sure. in, I think you reaching towards contender.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I think so as well. It's just all about just getting that big opportunity now. Like, you know, I feel like, again, with this next fight, it's going to be a big step up. It'll be on the Zone or Pro Box, one of the two. We just aiming for it.
I love Pro Box. I like what they doing.
Yeah, Pro Box.
It's no easy fights over there.
Yeah, it ain't. And then
it's not for
they
the
got
week
the little
over
Wednesday
there.
night, so it's dope. Like you know, they got a great thing going on. So shout outs to them. But just having the next fight and showing everyone, you know, that I'm really capable of being a real contender. And you know, again, I call out the name Raymond for it, but at the end of the day, I still got respect for him. You know,
he a dog too.
He was a world champion at 126. You know what I'm saying? Now he's at 130, and he's earned his spot. So now I'm got to earn my spot to even fight him.
Absolutely.
You know, don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, he will get the smoke, and you know that'll be cleared.
Clear. So just cleared up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Put the jab on him. Jab feint, yeah, all right.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, he was hitting his last fight though. Last fight, he was cracking. His last fight,
I ain't gonna lie, he was nice his last fight for sure. But you know,
yeah,
different beast when you're in there with me.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. All right. I asked you that. Who you watching nowadays? Who you into besides the guys that you spar with, man?
Yeah, for sure. Probably Inoue. I
love Inoue too. Yeah.
He's dope. This new dude. He ain't new, but his name Josh something.
Jai Mataya.
Yeah, Mataya.
He just fought
like
David,
a couple days ago.
He's the
I've been actually watching him like for his like last 3 fights, bro.
Me too.
Like,
Breeders,
bro,
he a
real beast.
He a dog.
He a dog. Like he different to me.
Lefty too. He a dog. Athletic.
Yeah.
Fought with his jaw, bro. Broken jaw. That's not. That's really boxers. They're not normal people, man. You gotta. Y'all are, but y'all not. Yeah, y'all gotta be. What's the hardest part about being a boxer?
Probably my diet.
Yeah, like
if I had to say anything, I love to train. That ain't no problem. Yeah, probably just eating what I want to eat. Like I'm obsessed with Doritos.
I just had some Doritos last night. Yeah, what flavor?
Hot.
Hot.
Like them red hot ones.
Oh no. I like too hot. I'm not into spice and all that.
Nah, that's just me though.
Yeah, but shout out to you.
Yeah, I like to just eat what I want to eat, but I gotta stop that. Because my last fight, I actually kind of missed weight a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Y'all be doing that too. A lot of y'all.
That was my first time ever missing weight. That's why I really told myself, I was like, let me move up to 135.
Yeah, 35.
The 130 days are getting a little.
I'm saying, who at 35 right? Oh no, I'm bugging. Shakur.
You got the world at 135.
You got the world at 30. It's 30 where it's like it get. Who's the champion at 30 right now? Shaki?
Shaki Foster.
Yeah. 130. God damn.
It's never
Nick Ball?
Nah, he's at 126.
That was 126?
Yeah, he's 126.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Shakur Foster is a world champion.
Okay.
I don't know who else at 130 is a world champion.
So 35
right
is up there. You ain't scared to be. It's murky waters at 135, man. You ain't want to think about 40. You can't just run up there neither. I think it's some smoke at 40 too.
Yes. You know, I
would can't duck it.
I would definitely love to fight like a Richardson Hitchins. You know, that just congratulations to him.
Fellow New Yorker too. He's from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. You gotta talk about. Y'all be mindful of him. You might see him soon.
You know what's crazy? I actually was trying to spar him for this fight, but I don't know.
He fought a lefty though.
Yeah, he fought a lefty.
Yeah,
so
power.
I don't know what went on with that, whatever. But I have sparred him before though.
Okay,
I sparred him before. Yeah, I actually sparred him when I was in camp with Shakur. He was up there.
Okay.
So my first day, I sparred him.
So y'all moving around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's smooth. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right, man. Look, man, the floor is yours. Demichael Harris. I do got one more question before I do give you the floor. If you could pick one of the legendary trainers from back in the day to be his understudy and train with him, who would you pick?
Oh, Emmanuel Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crunk Gym.
Yeah.
My coach that I have now grew up under Emmanuel Stewart, third chamber. So yeah, definitely I would love to. It's damn like I'm getting the knowledge right now from him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Emmanuel Stewart for sure.
Sugar Hill might not like that.
Man, hey, shout out to Sugar Hill too.
Shout out to Sugar
The whole
Hill.
Crunk Gym, the whole Detroit for sure.
All right, the floor is yours. The Nothing's Normal audience is yours. Demichael Harris, man, final words, man. What you want to leave with the culture in general?
Man, first, I appreciate you for, being a fan of me. That's
Definitely.
crazy for so long.
For sure.
You knew everything about me, even the smallest things. So, man, I appreciate you.
Definitely.
And I thank y'all for bringing me out here. And, man, just shout outs to everybody that's following me and always supporting me. This is going to be a big year, and let's get it. Demichael Triggerman Harris.
Where can they follow you? Give me your medias.
Instagram, Demichael, DEMICHAEEL.
Harris. Oh, that's what just Demichael.
Yep, just Demichael.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
Yo, Nothing's Normal podcast, Demichael Harris. Like I said, he told you, I've been a fan, a huge supporter of him and a lot of other guys. I'm a boxing fanatic. Like I said, I wish you nothing but health and success. I wish your career go undefeated. And I'm a fan of a lot of guys at 135, so that's tough. So
For sure.
I wish y'all all get draws, matter of fact. But Nothing's Normal podcast, Demichael Harris, signing out.
For sure.
Yo,
I appreciate it. That was dope.
appreciate you.